This week I felt like I couldn't breathe. It felt like the pressure was mounting up and I felt pulled in a million different directions at once. And for the first time in a long time, I thought to myself, like, should I quit?
Subscribe your channel.
We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want.
I almost gave up on YouTube, and it was exhaustion that took me out. I don't think enough emphasis is put on how important it is to renew your mind. I felt burnt out, and the moment I recognized the feeling, I heard, "You're exhausted and burnt out because you're trying to do everything in your own strength." Then I remembered my dream. Someone was trying to rob me of what they saw me holding because they knew it was valuable. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and all I can think was, what was I supposed to do that the enemy was using my disobedience and exhaustion to stop? How was I being disobedient, and how was exhaustion being used against me, you might add? I knew the importance of rest and renewing my mind, and yet I was being very lackadaisical with it. It's like when someone is calling to give you your next set of instructions, but you're too busy working to pick up the phone. What happens when you are called to serve, but you feel too tired to do so? You get up, you do it anyway, and you pray for strength.
I'm sure a lot of you guys out there can relate to this, but sometimes there's that feeling, right? You want to be there for every single person who needs you. A lot of different people are pulling on you. They need things from you all at once, it seems. And by the time you get done giving and giving and giving to everybody else, you feel so completely depleted that you feel like you have nothing left to give yourself. That's kind of like how I felt. And it didn't matter that I felt that way because I still had things I needed to get done this week and I had to do them anyway. This week I really felt like I was trying to do too many things at once. And I just got to a point where my plate was so full that I felt like dropping the whole thing. I don't know how I got to this point, but after a week of self-reflection and thinking about it, I think I got to this point because I was trying to do everything and be everything to everybody without really seeking God on the things that I should pick up and the things that were not mine to carry. I think that's really where a lot of this started. But I'll also say that I have had this feeling of rush, like feeling like I'm rushing to get somewhere or do something. But I can't even tell you what I'm rushing to do. That's the thing. And in the rushing and the going and the going and the going, we can sometimes like forget to like chill, sit back and rest. And the lack of rest will cause you to slowly start to deteriorate and crumble when you are not taking the time that you need to rest and renew your mind. That happened to me this week, and it was kind of like scary because for the first time in a long time, something that I felt very passionate about, I was ready to quit it. I was ready to quit it and give it up. And all because I felt overwhelmed. I feel like I look like Eazy-E. I do a little bit. I do. But I just did my hair and I don't want to put it in a ponytail. Otherwise it's going to dry weird. So this is where we're at because I also don't feel like doing it. Shoes. We're going to wear our Puma Speed Cats. And then for the top, this top is actually thrifted. But in order to show that I'm not completely naked underneath, and I do have on biker shorts, I did a little pin right here that if you look at it from the side, it's cute. It just kind of shows that I have shorts but adds a little bit of a detail. So I like that. That's what we're doing. I need to go downstairs and make a list of things I need to get from the store. So first of all, don't forget anything, but also so I can stay on track and get it done in a efficient manner. Do I have any anklets? I do. Okay, I'm just gonna put on this cute little, can you see it? Diamond anklet. I normally stack and layer a few anklets, but I really haven't been. Cute. All right, I think we're ready to go make our list. Wearing my new Chloe Faye backpack. See, I knew I would wear this a lot. Let me show you. This is the gray version I was telling you guys about, which coincidentally today also would have gone, but I'm wearing the black. I think the black looks better. Okay, we look cool. Can you see my outfit? I'll show you in the mirror. Full look. Puma Speed Cats. This is the little pin so you can see how it looks up close. Just kind of adds a little, you know, because it's really kind of hard to tuck in bike shorts. And then we have the new backpack, normal jewelry that I've been wearing. Yeah, it's really giving easy. It really is. Okay, let's go to the store, get this done and over with, because not only do I have to cook everything, but I still need to clean up a little bit. If I'm smart, which I like to think I'm smart sometimes, I'll make a list of exactly what I need to clean so I can keep myself on track. I legitimately have you guys balancing on top of a vase. Okay, let's make our list of what we need to get from the store so we could stay on track. So we're doing Taco Tuesday. We do the Americanized Black people tacos in this household. So I'm gonna do a combination of flour shells because HEB has these really good homemade flour shells that we like. But I'm also gonna get some corn tortillas because my daughter likes corn tortillas. I just don't wanna be standing over a stove frying shells all day for forever. So meat, I use turkey. We need taco seasoning, a black household staple. Toppings, so we need onion, cilantro, cheese. You guys know I only do white cheese because yellow cheese has a color additive and I don't do that. So we're gonna do some white cheese. What am I missing? Lettuce for those who want it. All right, so that is the taco stuff, but I'm also gonna make some homemade salsa. So I need tomatoes, garlic, jalapeno, also for the spicy marks, onion. I need the red sauce. I'm missing something. What am I missing? I'll figure it out when I get there. I feel like I'm missing like 1 or 2 more ingredients. So there's that. Then we need marg mix. Gonna have to stop and get tequila at the liquor store. One interesting thing I discovered out here is they don't sell regular liquor in the grocery store. You have to go to a liquor store to get that. It's very southern. And I have tahini. My mom loves the tahini rim. I'm doing the spicy margaritas mainly because my mom loves them, and I'm gonna do them in the frozen drink maker machine in the bar. And that is one of those things where I could do a whole entire like larger batch so everybody can just, you know, have it. So I think I should get plastic cups and paper plates because she's not doing dishes. I'm missing something. I'm sorry if you guys are moving. I'm moving the table. I'm like in my mind trying to go through the process of making tacos. Oh, we need some beans. And I guess I'll do the store-bought. I don't want to do store-bought guac. I'm gonna make some guac. So I need some avocado and all the stuff I put in salsa. I think that's it. This is my worst writing. Look at that. Just terrible, terrible. I write better than this, you guys. I'm better than that. Oh, and I need to get my mom some type of cake to sing her happy birthday. Flowers for the table. All right, I think that's it. Let's go to the store.
If you're at a stage in your life where you're feeling a little lost, then I just want you to know you're not alone. It's normal. Right now, I feel a little lost. Actually, I feel aimless. It feels like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't quite remember what it is, but it's right there. I feel pulled in every direction and none all at once. How does that even make sense? It's easy to just start working more, hoping something lands. And the one thing I have on my mind to do that would resolve this feeling is the one thing I was instructed not to do from the start. It's like God knew I would be tempted to look back. So before I ever even started this journey, he told me and he warned me, do not look back. I may not be able to look back. So the question is, do I stop where I stand and be still? Or do I keep moving forward until I hear something new? You see, I don't want to be like the children of Israel, wandering around in the wilderness aimlessly, all because I can't see the direction I should go. But at the same time, I don't want to be stuck in fear either. So how do you figure out the way forward? And if you do stop, how do you resist the temptation to look back? So I made my mom's birthday dinner. I wasn't feeling my best, but she definitely deserved my best. Everybody wanted margaritas, so of course I made everybody margaritas, but I find that when I am not feeling my best, I don't typically like to drink. I find that I want to deal with the way that I'm feeling and my emotions with a completely sober mind, and I don't feel like it's the healthiest thing for me to let my mental state be altered when it's already not operating at the standard that it should be. I think using other substances to manage our feelings and our emotions can be very dangerous, and it's a slippery slope. And it's something that I have allowed myself to do in the past, and I remember my experience. I literally heard the audible voice of God. It was one of the most terrifying, scary, but like awe-inspiring things I've ever experienced. And one day I'll tell the story, but I will say that since that experience, I have learned to not let things that can alter my state be something that I indulge in when I am already not feeling my best. Not only that, I think it's just using wisdom to not overdo things. I think that maybe you have a glass of wine, okay, cool, but have self-control and don't let it get to the point where you are so completely intoxicated that you are under another influence.
We're not going to even talk about the cause of my mood yesterday. We will. We're going to get to that. But I'm about to film this fashion video. I want to do all of my coats. I was going to do it all in one video, but why would I do that to myself? So I have my clothing rack. Oh, that's my address on here. This is what it looks like. We're about to take this out, put it apart. No, we're going to take this out, put it together. And I'm going to start unloading some of the jackets that I want to unpack. And then we need to get this bathroom closet together because it's actually sending me. I need to get it together within the next week. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm not sure what else we're doing today. I'm gonna come back to you guys, but this is like a bit of an update because I know I haven't been talking to you at all this week. So yeah, we'll chat later. Just a little creator insight. So I got the clothing rack put together. At first I was a little concerned because it looked like a lot of pieces. It looked like a lot of pieces, but it was actually really easy to put together. It only took me maybe 15 minutes to put it together. I'd say 20 because I put one piece on backwards, and that was just totally my fault because I was on the phone not paying attention. But I'm gonna show you. The rack is right here, 2 levels. It was only like $25 or $26. I'll link it down below if you guys need just a very easy, affordable rack for whatever you need it for. But I'm actually going to be filming this video in my bedroom because I'm putting all of my jackets and coats and sweaters and things like that in my closet down here. So it just makes it a whole lot easier to film it down here, so I could just get right here. The thing I love about this particular clothing rack is the fact that it actually has wheels on it, so it makes it so much easier to maneuver it around. So as soon as I finish filming this portion of the video, I can take the whole entire rack, roll it into the bathroom, and start organizing everything. So this particular video, I'm not going to do it like I initially was gonna do it, which was I was gonna unpack everything and include it in the video, because honestly, who cares? Like, who actually cares about all of that? I think you guys just want to see the coats and hear the commentary. And so, see the coats and hear the commentary. I think that's what I said. So anyway, that is how I'm actually going to end up doing it. But this will be the backdrop. You won't be able to see any of this because the coats will be there and I'm going to be sitting down this way. So yeah, that's kind of the update. And I'm just going to start hanging stuff up now. I'm not even going to show you guys, because if I were you, I would be bored too. So I'll come back to you guys when I'm done with all of that. The video is officially filmed and you guys will see it before you see this video, but now we have the aftermath to deal with. That is nothing, okay? I had to remove some things out of the closet. So yeah, now we need to just figure out, how we're organizing everything else, because that box was in here, it can't be in here anymore. But let me show you what everything is looking like. These are all, well, not all of my black leather jackets, but a good portion of them, and colorful leather from pink to red to white, chocolate, tan, brown, you get the picture. But this is, I guess, now officially going to be known as the leather jacket closet. I do have some room on the shelving, like underneath the top row, so I'm gonna fold all of my cashmere sweaters and things like that and put them under there. And then I'm gonna take my other sweaters when I do get to that video and unpack them and put them at the top one, I feel like. But I also have this closet, which there's like stuff right here on the floor, so I need to figure out this situation because it's just not giving. This is like all of my sleepwear and robes and things like that. And then the only other thing I have here are some trenches, but that's not all of my trenches. I do have some other like longer coats, and so I think I'm gonna have to make all of my blazers fit right here. And then I need to fold all of my sweatpants and hoodies and things like that, because I keep the sweatpants and hoodies down here because I'm more likely to reach for that stuff in the morning when I'm taking my kids to school or I'm running errands. I don't really need that in the closet room, so I'm gonna put all of that up here. And yeah, I just need to really figure that out, and I need to get some type of shelving at the bottom for shoes and stuff like that that I might keep down here, or other stuff. I don't know, we're still figuring it out, still trying to organize it better, but baby steps, we're getting there. So now I'm going to spend the rest of my evening cleaning up my mess. It's really starting to feel like fall out here, but what I will say is right here, my citrus tree, they're starting to change a color, and I've smelled them because when my cousin came over, she smelled them and she said they're oranges, so I smelled them. And like you can clearly smell that they're oranges, which is so cool to me. And I think my watermelon is just about ready because the tendril closest to it is almost completely dried, which is what you're looking for. So this is what it looks like right here. This is the size of it. Feels juicy. I really feel like it's ready. But I promised Azzy she could help me pick it, so, ooh, zoomed in a little bit too much. I promised Azzy she could help me pick it, so I'm gonna wait for her to pick it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm actually gonna be doing today. I just kind of got dressed and I did a Bible study this morning, and one of the things I will be writing about is some revelation I got from the Bible study, which is quite interesting. I think I'm gonna do a Substack, because I think a Substack is the easiest way for me to kind of like put all the information in one place. I'm still contemplating, but if I do end up doing a Substack, I will link it in the description box, just to give you guys another place to go to kind of like read if you like reading. But the weather is starting to feel amazing out here, which is great because I love having coffee out here. I love sitting out here. The mosquitoes are not as bad right now, which is amazing. And I just like the sound. And it's like the sounds of the South. This is not how California sounds when you're outside. So I love it. And then the sky just looks so pretty, like a painting. It's so blue with fluffy white clouds. Exactly what you would imagine when you think of like a bright, beautiful day. I don't know. It was really nice. I do have to take my brother to the airport because he leaves today. So I'm going to be doing that, but I haven't actually eaten today yet. Hear that sound? I haven't actually eaten today yet, so I do need to grab something. I'm just not sure if I want to cook something or if I want to grab something. I could make myself some nachos from the leftover taco stuff, but I don't know if that's like what I have a taste for. I know that there are certain things that I'm supposed to be doing, and I think I struggle with doing them because I understand what it comes with. When you see these people who are at a certain point in life where there are a lot of people relying on them, I'm talking about on the stage of the world, like speakers and people who others look up to. A lot of times people will look at them and envy it, but I don't. Can I just say I don't? Because I don't think you understand the pressure and the weight that those people carry, and they literally could not do it. They could not carry it if it was not for God, and they definitely could not carry it if they did not understand it was because of God and do what they needed to do in order to renew their mind, step back, and allow God to help them to carry it. And I know that some of the things that I should be doing are going to require parts of me that maybe I'm not willing to die to yet, and that's disobedience. But I think the first step is recognizing it.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. Wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low. Unlearning all that was wrong for me, and I wish somebody would've should've warned it. No, they did, but I kept ignoring. Didn't wanna have to face it, but if I don't, I know it's gonna break me, oh. Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. It's like sitting in a boat, wondering if it is going to float. Now that I've packed all my things,
Jag kollade hela tiden. Hej, hej. Nu ska jag zooma in dig lite så att jag kommer närmare dig. Då kan du säga hej mamma.
Hej mamma.
Hej pappa.
Hej pappa.
No, I wish I saw what she saw. I wish I knew what she...
It's not that I'm trying to be disobedient on purpose or it's coming from a malicious place. It's just, I don't know that I want that many people relying on me. And then I have to immediately tell myself and remember the thought directly behind that should be, but they're not relying and depending on you. It may look that way, it may feel that way, and some people might even mistake it for that, but that's not it, Jill. Like, that's not it. They're not relying on you. You just are a vessel, and there's things that you have to say, and you have to be obedient and say it and know that it's the Spirit of God, it's not you. And so when you can remember that, it kind of relieves the pressure of what it is that you have to do when you understand that you're doing the will of God. So it is God who causes all things to happen, you know? So that's kind of where I came to. It's so interesting because I went this whole entire week and I was like, still feeling like, even in the midst of filming this, like, I don't know when this is gonna go up, because honestly, I just want to quit right now. I just want to break. Maybe I won't post. And so I've been very slow with it. Not editing like I should, not filming like I should, not on the schedule that I typically would to have a video out when I want to have the video out. And yet we have arrived to the day where I would typically make a video go live, and it's looking like this video is going to be complete. And nothing but the grace of God, let me just say, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't have anything for you this week at all. And I think the biggest lesson in all of this was how much I allowed God to just do. And I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I was just resting. I was not in a hurry, not in a rush. I was content with the fact that, you know what, I might just not have it in me this week. And yet somehow God made something out of nothing. And it brings me back to when I was first starting to feel this way. I heard the Lord tell me, you don't understand how much I can do with a little. And think of like the story with the fish and the loaves and how he multiplied that to feed so many people when it was just a little. And I think that sometimes we get in the habit of thinking that we have to do so much in order to have impact, in order to have effect, in order to move forward. But the fact of the matter is, God just requires your obedience, and your obedience in every single season might require just a little bit of you, or a little bit of effort, or a little bit of this, or a little bit of that in this season, and it might require more in another season. But regardless, he never gives us assignments and things to do that he has not also given us the resources to do it. And sometimes we can think about the amount of work or whatever it is that God wants us to accomplish. We have no idea though how he actually intends to accomplish it. No clue. Like, you're sitting here thinking of all the work you feel like you might need to do for that thing to be accomplished, but really it might not require all that you think. All you need to do is be obedient and move when God says move, and stop when God says stop. Rest when God says rest, okay? That is the lesson here. That is the lesson. I think I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to be the one to get it done, understanding that I did not get an assignment that I was meant to do alone. And I need to stop moving and acting like not a team player. Like, I'm not being very much a team player right now because I'm thinking I need to do everything by myself, but I don't. God has assigned people to help you. God has assigned people to walk with you, to run this race with you, to do everything that it is that he intends for you to do. There is somebody or something he has placed as a resource for you. And we really have to get it out of our minds that we are ever meant to do anything alone, because that is a lie. And I think when I think back to the dream that I had where I was walking, and I've had this dream several times. I'm telling you, I had this dream at least 4 times, maybe 5, where somebody was trying to rob me. And I think looking back in the context and all of the things that I've been noticing, it's like the devil is trying to rob me of my peace and rob me of my purpose and rob me of the things that God wants me to do, because Obviously, the devil knows the value. There's people out there who need what you have, and you're so busy being stuck and scared that you're not moving. Not only is the devil robbing you of your purpose, but he's also robbing the people who you are meant to serve, the people who need what you have. So it's like a double whammy. He robs you, he robs the people who are supposed to be blessed by what it is that you're supposed to do. So I say all that to say, I don't really know what my consistency is gonna look like. I'm gonna do my best to be consistent, but I can feel that I'm doing too much. I can feel myself wearing down, and I don't think the rate that I'm moving is actually obedience. I think it is a product of the flesh and thinking that I control any of this or how anything is gonna go. Like, I have no idea what God has in store or ahead for me. I have no idea why he moved me to Texas. I have no idea why I was asked to quit my job. I was just moving in obedience, and yes, things just worked out crazy. Like, things worked out better than I ever could have hoped, but I did not cause all of this. I had nothing to do with what you see on the other side of this camera. I had nothing to do with this. I just moved in obedience, and it was what it was. And I think the same level of faith that I exercised when it came to quitting my job and moving to this state and being able to be where I am now is the same level of faith that I need to move in going forward, just period. It should never stop. And so I just hope that this video encourages somebody out there who's feeling a little lost, who's feeling stuck, who's feeling like they don't know what to do. Obviously, we don't want to sit and just spin our wheels and just keep going and going and going without any direction. We don't want to be stuck out of fear, because that's how I felt, stuck out of fear. We also don't want to deviate off of the path that we're supposed to be on. And I think whenever you feel like you don't know what to do, yes, peace, be still, but also we have to get better about renewing our minds, praying about it, and remembering the last thing God said to do. And if ever you don't know what to do next, you keep doing that last thing that God said, and that's it, that's all. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're not alone. Your directions are the same as they've always been. You may not know exactly how to move forward and what each thing is going to require, but sometimes the details are not our job. Our job is just obedience. So be obedient and do the last thing you heard God tell you to do.